What's up, everyone? Welcome to Cracka, Crumbs. Normally, I do have a index card that indicates crumbs, but I just got back from Florida. Just landed. I'm exhausted, and I'm kind of lazy to look and try to find it. Might have to make a new one, but who knows? Our last updated Crumbs episode, I was telling everyone that I was apologizing, which is still true, that I couldn't finish the comic book collection video because I was leaving for Florida, which was true. Just got back. Like I said, I'm tired, but I got to see The Dark Knight Rises tonight, so I got to kind of wake up. But anyway, I will be finishing the comic book collection video as soon as I can. I'm gonna start taping some more of it tomorrow after The Dark Knight Rises. Well, obviously, when I get back in the morning, I'm not gonna do it. I'm going to bed because I'm exhausted. But when I get up, I'm gonna start taping more stuff. Another big reason why it takes so long to film this particular video in general, besides the fact that I have a huge amount of comics, is that I'm trying to also organize it as I go so that I don't have to. It'd be a lot easier if I have to film it ever again, because the way it is now, it's just totally unorganized. When I moved to this apartment, everything got all like kind of chaotic and thrown all over the place and stuff like that. So everything's in wrong boxes and so on and so forth. So it's taken a while for that two reasons, and plus, of course, I went on to Florida. Did have a cool time. Got a chance to see Marvel Islands Adventure for the first time. Very, very cool. I went on the Spider-Man ride for the first time. I loved it. I went on 3 times back to back because there was no line when we went, so that was pretty cool. I will make a future episode of Cracka to show you the cool stuff that I got from Florida and stuff like that. Just not now. I want to kind of finish up the comic book collection video first because that's more important, I figure. I will show you a couple cool things that I got, on this lovely Crumbs update, which actually going to tell you a lot of stuff on this update, so sit back and enjoy, because I have a couple of rumors that I heard, as well as some comics to show you that I got recently, because I've been kind of slacking in that department. I haven't really been showing anybody the newer comics that I've been getting, and I wouldn't consider myself lazy, but yeah, we're going to put it down in the lazy category. I've been pretty lazy and not doing any reviews, plus a couple movies that I've seen. I didn't do any reviews on that. I'm just slacking. But one cool thing I got, these things. Got Venom and the Juggernaut, little finger thingies that I got at Universal. The Juggernaut one's actually kind of my favorite because Juggernaut's one of my favorite villains. And it's just cool to put on your middle finger because if someone gives you the problem, you go, unstoppable! Sorry, it's probably jet lag. I'm just tired. Or funny, who knows. I did get a little puncher. There he is. He's gonna get you. He's gonna get you. If you're guilty. But, moving on. Some of the comic books that I've gotten, but I'll show you that in a sec, but I'll get onto some of the rumors, some movies I've seen. Saw Men in Black 3 last week. It was very cool. I liked it. I thought it was very interesting. That the villain guy is funny as hell. Saw Amazing Spider-Man, which was just unbelievably awesome. They got it right. I didn't think they were going to do it justice or do it that great. And I didn't think they were going to beat Raimi's films, but they did. It was awesome. If you haven't seen The Amazing Spider-Man, go see it. Even if you're not a comic book fan, it's really, really good. I was amazed. They got the web shooters right. They got his jumping right. And they got his super strength right, finally. Good job. And as I said, tonight I will be seeing the midnight showing of The Dark Knight Rises, which I'm looking forward to because I'm a huge Batman fan as well as a huge Spider-Man fan, so it's kind of my year. But the problem I always had is that I didn't think Anne Hathaway was going to do a good Catwoman, but my friend already saw it and said that she did a good job, so I guess I'll have to wait and see tonight. But I will do a review of that when I can. I'll probably have to put it on Crumbs because, like I said, a lot of my time is going to be filming the comic books. Rumors that I heard. Getting into comics. Like I said, I'll show you some of the ones that I got from Florida and some of the newer ones. But rumors that I heard. I kind of hope it was a rumor, but I'm actually found out that it's going to happen. It's true, so it's not really 100% of a rumor, but it just depends on how you look at it. Marvel, just like DC. DC, obviously people know if you're a comic book fan and you collect the stuff, is they did a relaunch and started the New 52. Marvel is now apparently going to start doing it. Um, Marvel did do it once back in the late '90s. They kind of rebooted everybody, but they didn't make them like all new. It was just kind of like a recount. Like it went back to one. Like say Amazing Spider-Man was up to like I think it was like 400 or something like that, and then it went back to one. And they figured, what are you gonna do when you get to 1,000? You're gonna have to do something. So anyway, um, it worked and it didn't work. It worked because people were like, all right, there's no change. It's just they're just changing a number to one. Okay, it's volume two kind of thing. It didn't work because later on, towards the middle of the issues, like the number issues, like when they got up to like 50 or something like that, whatever it was, they started showing the old numbers next to it. So people were like, oh, I got number, Amazing Spider-Man number 8, but it's really number 501 or, whatever, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like they kind of screwed up, or I guess they figured, the hell with it, why bother? So then it became the original series again, which is just weird. But this time it's supposed to be a huge like relaunch kind of thing. The rumors are this is where the rumor part comes in, is they're dropping a lot of titles. A lot of the Spider-Man titles are going to be gone. A lot of the X-Men titles are going to be gone. The Incredible Hulk, I heard, is going to be gone. Fantastic Four is going to be gone. Ghost Rider, Daredevil. Basically, Marvel is just going to go, yay, just drop them all, and then I guess figure out which ones are making the most money and keep those. Another rumor I heard is they're making the Uncanny Avengers, which is supposed to be some kind of a mix between the X-Men and the Avengers after the fallout of Avengers vs. X-Men comic that's out. Um, is it all true? Who knows? I mean, the biggest rumor I heard, which everyone in the comic store is claiming is true, which is just, I think it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, it'd be interesting, but it's really ridiculous, is that Spider-Man is supposed to be getting a sidekick who wears like a green costume. Spider-Man does not need a sidekick. Oh, God, but hey, you know what? I guess we'll find out. Supposedly in October or late September it's supposed to happen. So I guess we'll see, because I think Marvel's kind of in a not a drought, but kind of like maybe a standstill with their stuff. Because the 52, like some of it I did like. A lot of my friends, they hate it. They just can't stand the way they're doing stuff with it. Um, I find it. I'm kind of half and half. I find it interesting, and I also think it. Some of them suck, some of them are good, but you gotta just kind of write it out and see what happens. But moving on to some of the comics. This is one of the freebies I got from the comic store. Cirque du Soleil with Marvel. Didn't even really look at it, just kind of bagged it and put it to the side. Um, Might be good. Maybe I'll have to get a chance to read it. Uh, Batman Earth 1. They're giving these out. Actually, this book apparently is already out, but now they're giving it the previews. Weird. But who might have turned down free stuff, especially Batman? So I got 3 of them. Um, I got Batman Incorporated number 1. Very cool. I'm not really a huge fan of Damian all that much still yet, but, what can you do? I got Batman and Robin number 11, which is just thought the cover was awesome. And little spoiler alert, I do have a card around here somewhere, but again, I'm lazy, I'm tired, it's been a long trip. So, little spoiler alert, Damian actually tries to beat the crap out of the Red Hood in this. Very interesting. Moving on to some Marvel. Um, I'm actually, the Avengers vs. X-Men is actually a pretty cool book. I like it, and I actually like the spin-off ones a little better. But one of the newer spin-off ones that I got was number 3, which has the Juggernaut / Colossus versus the Thing and his sister Magic versus Black Widow. Again with the spoiler alert, but Colossus now being Juggernaut, there's overpowered, and then there's him. I mean, he's really overpowered. Basically, like if you don't want to know the winners, then you might want to skip a little bit. But Colossus basically just beats the crap out of the Thing, just flat out bitch slaps him, and that's the end of him. Colossus / Juggernaut has unbelievable power as it is, but then when you piss him off like the Hulk, he becomes a demon of Sidorak, and his power levels are just through the roof. So it was a pretty quick fight. It's funny because I love Colossus in the X-Men, and I love the Juggernaut, and them together is kind of like a bittersweet kind of thing. Like it's really cool, but also I'm like really pissed because I'm like, oh, that's a little crazy, but it's working. It's pretty cool. The Magic vs. Black Widow fight was actually pretty good. Magic kicks Black Widow's ass. Enough said. Sorry, Stan, I stole your stuff, but there you go. Moving on to the part 4, which is Daredevil vs. Psylocke and Thor vs. Emma Frost, who is now souped up with the Phoenix Force. This one was actually really good too. Daredevil and Psylocke, spoiler alert, it ends in a tie, which is pretty cool. I didn't see that coming. And another one I didn't see coming is that Emma Frost literally beats the shit out of Thor. It's cool because like Thor, like, you know, he's a god, and now Emma Frost is technically a god, and she turns into diamond form because she's getting destroyed by Thor. Thor's just like knocking her back and forth, and she just, you know, can't take it. And he literally just hits her in like the leg and just goes straight up with his hammer and just cuts her in half, and like the whole top part of her body flies in outer space. And you think that's it, you know, whatever. But then all of a sudden, obviously because Emma Frost is the Phoenix now, or part of it, she comes shooting back down, turns back into herself or whatever, and just kind of takes Thor down. Just nails him like full force, and he's done. Interesting. My fiance picked these up for me at the comic book store because I didn't even see it in my old age. Like I said, I'm slipping. But these are the variant editions. This is round 8 of the Avengers vs. X-Men, which, as you can see, it's a variant, which the Beast is coloring and Luke Cage is not. Then when you switch it to this one, this is the other variant. Luke Cage is colored in and the Beast isn't. Me personally, I don't really. Some variants are cool looking. They really are. I can't say that they're crap, but it's getting out of hand. It's getting to the point where, you know, people are going crazy over variants. Like, oh, I have to get the right variant, or it's, you know, it's not going to be worth anything and stuff like that, which is technically true. But the way I always see it, like, get the one that you like. Forget about if it's worth anything or not, because if you're a real comic book fan, you want to read it. You kind of care if it's worth money, but you kind of don't. For people who are just collecting to sell it, then, you know, by all means, go nuts. Try to find the variant that's worth the money. You'll drive yourself nuts. Me, I personally like the regular stuff, but I said, like, some of the variants I do like. I thought this was pretty cool. But again, they're just getting out of hand with them. There's like 15 different variants for each book now. And it's just, I don't know if I'm saying it's a waste of paper, but it's getting a little extreme. Marvel, I think, needs to kind of cut it down a little bit. Like, make the regular and make one variant. You know, easy. But moving on, I got Wolverine number 310, which is really cool because it's the return of Sabretooth. Love Sabretooth, very awesome. It was just an interesting book. I got a chance to read on the plane. It's just very good stuff. Loved it. Moving on to X-Men number 50, which is the prelude to number 51, which I'll show you in a second. And that is this. This is kind of like a milestone. Soak it in, people. It's a milestone because it's the first time, well, it's not the first time they had a marriage in a comic book, but it's the first time they actually had a gay marriage in a comic. Noah Starr and his fiance, husband, boyfriend kind of dude, they get married in the X-Men, which is pretty cool because it's never been done in comics, a gay marriage, and they of course, you know, it was huge deal, and you know, it should be. Like me personally, I have nothing against gay marriages. I figure, hey, if you love the person, by all means, go nuts. You know, get married. There shouldn't be any kind of a thing against that. And of course, I'll probably get people, you know, saying, oh, it's an abomination. Yeah. Not to bring religion in this, but honestly, if God didn't want anything like that, he wouldn't have created it. So there you go. Take that. But moving on. At this comic book store that I found in Florida, which I'm gonna say two things. One, there was a comic book store in the Islands of Adventure, which was pretty cool, but it kind of lied when it had a little thing on the window saying that it has the largest comic collection, you know, around. It didn't. So shame on you. When I went in there, I was ready to spend a hell of a lot of money on comics, but they only had like just rows of the new stuff. There was no back issues whatsoever that I saw, so it kind of put a little downer on me. But I did find another comic book store, and I went a little crazy because they were really cheap. I found a little bin that was like a 50-cent bin, 50 cent to $1 bin, which was pretty cool. Actually, there were a couple quarter ones in there too. So I actually stocked up on a lot of old comics that I don't have, and I got them really cheap. This was a buck, which is pretty much a quarter less than what it was when it originally came out. But I was happy because I got it, and I'd say it's probably in good to fine condition. It's X Factor number 1. Not bad for a buck. It's pretty good shape. last time I went a little Spider-Man crazy. This time went a little X-Men crazy. But you know, what can I tell you? X Factor number 2, which I put in very fine to near mint because there's nothing wrong with it. I got it for a 50 cents. For a 50 cents. Tired. Got X Factor number 3, 50 cents. I put that in a very fine to near mint condition. There's nothing wrong with that either. Very cool. Like I said, went a little X-Men crazy. I got X Factor number 4, which is the issue right before the debut of Apocalypse, which I probably put this in good condition because it's a little wrecked. It's got a little bends and some dark spots here and there, but still, 50 cents. Can't go wrong. This one I actually got for a quarter, which is X Factor number 9. Very cool. I got this one for 50 cents, which is X Factor number 12. Very cool. And you'll see these again, so if you don't want to rewind the video and watch, take a look at the covers, I'm going to show them obviously when I put them in my collection. But X Factor number 17 I got 50 cents. I'll probably put this one in near mint because it's in good shape, as well as this one. This is near mint. And like go over the grades because I actually been getting emails saying, what kind of grade would you give them? I'm not a grader. I don't, I kind of know a little bit about grading, but I'm not like an expert, so I'm just giving you kind of my opinion. So, I mean, if it's in perfect shape, I usually put it as near mint, rather than put it as mint condition, because, you always find something wrong with something. It's very hard to find a mint condition comic of anything. But I got this for a quarter, because it's pretty wrecked, so I probably put it in good condition. That's X Factor number 44. Got a lot of bends and creases and stuff, but, hey, it's a quarter. I got this one for 50 cents, which is probably put in good to very fine, well, good to fine condition. X Factor number 47. I just thought it was a really cool cover. That's why I got it. Which you're not really supposed to go by, but sometimes I do. This one I put in near mint condition. This is X Factor number 49, where Archangel fights Iceman. Very cool. As you can see, I did go X-Men crazy, like I said. This was only a quarter, which I'm amazed, but, hey, it's in near mint condition. That's X Factor Annual number 1. Like I said, I bought a lot of the guys' specials there he had in the bin, so. A couple ones I was surprised were in the bin, which, hey, I missed it, but hey, I got it for $1. I was pleased. Uncanny X-Men number 217, because I'm a Juggernaut fan, and he fights Dazzler. Not bad for $1. Another one I got for $1, which was Uncanny X-Men number 254, where the team kind of changes again. Very cool. Some of the old ones, another couple new ones that I got. Like I said, there's no really rhyme or reason. Like I said, I'm exhausted and just showing this stuff it's taking a lot out of me. So bear with me, and I apologize for being kind of look sleepy and like crap because it's a long day. I got Captain America number 13. Very cool. And this is actually a limited series. It basically is the comic book version of the movie. But I got the Amazing Spider-Man number 1 and number 2. Very cool. And back to the dollar bin or 50-cent dollar bin thing that I got. A couple of other ones. I got Web of Spider-Man number 8, which I probably put in good to very good condition because it's kind of a little warped a little bit, but still. Got this for $1. I was amazed, absolutely amazed I got this for $1 because I seen this particular one going online for a minimum of like $7. It's Web of Spider-Man number 29, which I probably put in very fine and near mint condition. Teams of Wolverine, very cool, not bad for $1. Can't go wrong with that. Another one I got for $1, which again is in really, really good shape. I probably put it in very fine to near mint status because it doesn't have really anything wrong with it. But the giant size annual Web of Spider-Man number 3. Very cool. Did get a couple Spider-Man, you got it. And my pride and joy that I got at the comic store is that I was just amazed. I got it for $10. It's in pretty good shape, but I'd probably, if I had to category it, I'd probably put it in good to maybe very good, but mostly good because it's kind of. You'll take a look, but for $10, it was definitely worth it, even the shape that it's in. Just considering what it is, and like I said, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and Amazing Spider-Man. The oldest comic I had in Amazing Spider-Man collection was number 97, which with the Green Goblin, which I showed on the previous episode. I showed you that was the oldest one. Now I have to make room for my new old one. That's Amazing Spider-Man number 66 with Mysterio. Got it for $10, which is pretty damn good considering, you know, its age and everything. The reason I put it in good condition is you really can't see it too well on this, but you know, be like, oh, it looks perfect, right? It's not. In the corner, let's see, it's got a lot of like dark spots and a lot of kind of water damage going across, especially in the bottom. And you're not going to really be able to see it, but right across the middle, where my finger is, there's just like this, like kind of like a line, like somebody, I guess, might have been cutting something on top and you know, got it. It's not a cut. It kind of looks like a fold, but it's hard to explain. I guess you would call it a crease more than anything else. And of course, there's a lot of water damage on the top corner over here. But you know what? For $10, that's a great deal, even though the condition it's in. The inside looks great. It's just pretty much the cover and the back that have the damage. So yeah, but very, very cool. Very cool. Oh, almost forgot another cool thing that I got at the comic store. Got to show this because I'm gonna wear it tonight. The Dark Knight Rises Batman pin. Gotta wear that. You know, like I said, I will get to my comic book collection. You'll see this stuff again. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna see Dark Knight tonight, so I'm kind of focused on that more than anything else. And tomorrow I'm actually going to a comic book store that I usually go to. It's having a huge sale, so I'm gonna try to get a lot of old comics for cheap, which would be nice. Another thing I got from Florida, Spider-Man. I got him because he kind of reminds me of the little Spider-Man angel devil character in the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. Very cool. Like I said, showing some stuff off. And I'm rambling, so I apologize. But anyway, I will end this lovely update with another little cool thing I got. Stitch. Oh yeah, he's a pen. Love it. I can do his voice, but right now I'm too tired to even bother or even try to do his voice. But in a future episode, I'll show you my Stitch voice. But anyway, you know, thanks a lot. I really do appreciate everybody watching this. If you really do like it, subscribe it to my lovely my web channel, my Loki Goblin there, cracka. I love making the videos, I really do, and again, I'm really sorry I just haven't had time to finish the comic collection, but like I said, it's a massive collection, and it takes time. So every time I'm done filming it, I edit it and I put it right out as quickly as possible. So hopefully this week I'll have another episode put up. I'm hoping to have the next part of it. Like I said, as soon as I can go through it, make it all nice and presentable. But anyway, thanks again for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, if you want, subscribe, leave me comments, send me messages. I love that stuff. I love answering the questions. But anyway, thanks again, and see you soon. Later.